Hey there, this is Andrew bringing you another Keyforge Dark Tidings deck reveal. See, that's going to be that's there, then the name should be down here, I think. So, see if I can do this. Cover it. I think I did it right. No, well, that looks, nope. Okay, wow. Well, we're going to see Sanctum, I think. Juno J. Griffin Rise, the 5th. I think we saw Sanctum is happening. And then I'm going to expect Untamed and Logos. Got Untamed and Saurian. Okay. Saurian, cool to get with Sanctum. 5 decks in and still no Unfathomable. I know I will get some. My daughter got some in her second deck, so I know we have not been totally forsaken by the display packing forces. Um, what am I expecting here? I'm expecting some good stuff that is going to kind of need to be played in the order that it comes out. Although Waste Not really can throw in a little efficiency in Untamed, which seems so odd. But so that seems like a great card to hope for. We should be starting in Sanctum. Ooh, Avenging Aura. It is an action with a bonus amber, and for the remainder of the turn, each friendly creature gains Assault X, where X is the number of forged keys your opponent has. That seems okay. That seems just okay. It's cool. Alms Master is a 4-power human knight with 1 armor, deploy, taunt, and when you play it, each of her neighbors captures 1. That's pretty cool. So theoretically, you're going to capture 2 and protect them. That's a neat effect. Bring Low, love to see that. It's an action with a bonus amber. It does add a capture icon somewhere. We don't know where yet. When you play it, you capture all but 5 of your opponent's amber, distributed among any number of friendly creatures. First or last, when you play it, you choose one. You either purge each creature with the highest power, or you purge each creature with the lowest power. I love this card. This is a great card. Hadroth's Wall. So excited to have this back. It is an artifact and an item, and it just says that each friendly flank creature gets +2 power. That's a very nice power booster. General Salvador, also going to add 2 more capture icons somewhere in the deck. It's a 4-power human knight with 2 armor. Pretty big body to have on the board. Larry of the Lake is a 3-power human knight that says while the tide is high, each friendly creature gets +2 armor. Really beefy board presence here. Really like that. Sir Bevor is a 1-power alien knight with 5 armor and taunt. Such an interesting card. I like this one. And actually, with the Hadroth's Wall, this turns into a 3/5. Wow. Staunch Knight is a 4-power human knight with 2 armor that gets +2 power while it's on a flank. Whew. 8 with the Hadroth's Wall. 4 armor if Larry is on the board and and the tide is high. Then we have Strange Ordination, which is an action that just gives you 3 bonus amber, but you can only play it if the tide is high. That's really cool. I haven't seen any tide raising effects here, so that's a little concerning. We could always spend the 3 chains, and I think for this card it's worth it. But wouldn't mind seeing some cards that do it for free. Taxing Journey is an action with a bonus amber. This one got a capture on it as well. And when you play it, a friendly creature captures 1 amber, and each of its neighbors that shares a house with it also captures 1. Yeah, seems good. Urian the Circumspect is a 3-power human knight with 1 armor that has Reap, gain amber equal to Urian the Circumspect's armor. Some teammates were just talking about this. If you have Urian with Larry, Urian reaps for 4, which is insane. And if you throw, we don't have one, but if you manage to get a shoulder armor and throw that on there, it becomes reap for 6, which is pretty ridiculous. All right, but reap for 4 is fantastic. So this seems like the kind of creature you want to protect. We have Sir Bevor to protect it with taunt there, and Almsmaster can taunt as well. So good options. And actually quite a lot of bonus pips. I mean, assuming we're willing to raise the tide. 6 amber, not bad. All right, on to Saurian. Beware the Ides. This one is a legacy, actually. This is not a card that you get by default in Dark Times. I've had good luck with legacies and Mavericks. I like this card, so I'm glad to see that here. So this is from Mass Mutation. It's an action with a bonus amber. This one got a capture icon on it as well. When you play it, you deal 23 damage to a creature in the center of its controller's battle line. Really cool. Sorry About That is an action that destroys a creature and gives its controller 1 amber. That can give you an amber, or you can use it to destroy a problem creature, which is worth the amber to just get to say this one creature dead. The Colosseum is an artifact and location. After an enemy creature is destroyed while fighting, put a glory counter on the Colosseum, and if there are 6 or more glory counters on the Colosseum, remove 6 and forge a key at current cost. It's really nice that it's Omni. That potentially means we could have a turn where we do some fighting in Sanctum to finish getting glory counters on here, and then reap with Urian for a lot of amber, and then forge for, for 6. It's important you don't forge for free. I think that'd be too good, but getting to forge at current cost and having it be an Omni effect is quite good. You do have to worry about cards like Nexus and Remote Access with this. Humble is an action with a bonus amber. When you play it, you exhaust a creature, and if you do, you move 3 amber from that creature to the common supply. That's great with these capture icons, the bring low. This would tempt me to want to bunch some up. Excuse me, to want to bunch some up so that I can get the maximum benefit from Humble. Cornison Octavia is a 5-power dinosaur soldier with 1 armor and action capture 2. Maybe just do that and humble it. Oh, yeah, you couldn't do that because Humble, you actually need to exhaust the creature. So if it's already exhausted, it doesn't work. Crushing Charge action. Destroy each creature with power 4 or lower, gain 1 chain. I have not been happy with the decks I've gotten this in so far, but Hadroth's Wall makes it a lot better. Still potentially bad, but I think Hadroth's Wall makes it a lot better. If I have 2 creatures, then it's very likely that this won't hurt me. Decadence. When you play it, it's an action. When you play it, you choose 1. You either exalt, ready, and use a friendly creature, or move 1 amber from a creature to another creature. Alright. Oh, another Decadence. Cool. Yeah, so it's an action, play, choose 1, exalt, ready, and use a friendly creature, or move an amber from a creature to another creature. Those seem like nice effects. Getting to use the Urian a couple times on Saurian turns seems okay. Magistra Vita. This is a 5-power dinosaur, and when you play or reap with it, you may exalt a friendly non-Saurian creature. If you do reap with it, wow, another way to use the Urian off-house. And then this one I'm very excited about, Medicus Lacus. I'm probably saying that wrong, but it's a 5-power dinosaur philosopher. And it says, while the tide is high, you may spend amber on friendly creatures as if it were in your pool. That is super cool. It's Brachus, but it only works if the tide is high. I really like that. Then we have Venator Altum, a 7-powered dinosaur soldier with 2 armor that says, after Venator Altum is dealt damage, if the tide is low, exalt it. Ooh, that... interesting. That's an interesting one. But it's a big creature. I think that's sort of the point. Two of those. Nice. They're really big bodies, but there's a slight downside. Okay. That's cool stuff. I am excited to play this deck. Two Amber Pips in Saurian, so not a ton of, just, okay, play cards win, but still seems very good. Alright, Dredging Druid is a 2-power human witch with elusive. This one got a capture icon put on it, and it says reap. If the tide is high, put up to 3 creatures from your discard pile on top of your deck. That is pretty impressive creature recursion. Oh, Fuzzy Grumman. 5-power beast with 2 Amber Pips on it, and play, your opponent gains 1. Interesting, because you have the deep water Gruin in this set too, but we got the fuzzy one, and yeah, this is just a rare. Oh, Pestergrove. Artifact with an Amber Pip. It's a location. Each creature enters play enraged. Oh, that's super interesting with the Colosseum. That's great. I think that's pretty good. Wow. Beach Day is an action with the bonus Amber. When you play it, you return a creature to its owner's hand, and if the tide is high, you gain 1. Yeah, that's pretty good control. Instrument of Silence is an upgrade that gives a creature skirmish and fight gain 1. Oh, that's also really exciting to get with the Colosseum and with the Pestergrove. Yeah, I really like that. I like it. Spore Gorger is a 4-power beast and fungus. When it reaps, you give it a +1 power counter, and then you may remove each +1 power counter from it, and for each counter removed this way, you deal 1 damage to each other creature. Yeah, it's an interesting card. It effectively can turn into like reap, do a damage to each other creature if that's what you need. And there's enough armor on a lot of these creatures that at low damage levels you won't be affecting your own much. Infighting is an action. When you play it, each creature deals damage equal to its power to its right neighbor. Got 2 of those. Interesting way to clear the board there. We have a Key Frog. Ooh, Infighting is a good way to kill the Key Frog on the turn you play it. Key Frog is a 2-power beast with destroyed, forge a key at current cost, so 2 key cheats in this deck. And then we have Molly Mock, which is a 5-power beast with play, destroy an artifact. Nice, always to have some artifact control. 2 of those, wow, nice. And potentially you could, you could play this twice in turn because of the beach day. You could return it with the Dredging Druid. There seem to be some really good options. So I like that. And then last card is a Persistence Hunting. This is an action with a bonus Amber. When you play it, you choose a house and exhaust each creature of the chosen house. Let's see, on Amber Pips, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 is not a bad number of raw Amber Pips. And then really cool effects. I think, like Medicus Lacus is a really interesting one because compared, Brackus, like your opponent could theoretically kill the Brackus, right? But that's it. So if they don't have a way to kill the Brackus, then the Brackus is going to have its effect. Here, they could, on any turn, they could choose to raise the tide on their end, and then Medicus Lacus will not work for you. So that's pretty interesting. Although, with the Colosseum, you could do something like, uh, you know, raise the tide, play the Medicus Lacus, and then fire Colosseum. That would be really cool. And even on a non-Saurian turn, on your Untamed or Sanctum turn, you could do that because you could, if both those cards are on the board and you have the counters on the Colosseum, you just raise the tide and then fire the Colosseum, and you can spend off of creatures because of the Medicus Lacus. So this seems great to have with the key cheats because it somewhat mitigates the ability of your opponent to make this never fire by just being able to raise the tide. You raise the tide, you fire. Seems great. We could even forge key threes on three keys on the same turn potentially with a normal forge and then Coliseum and Key Frog. So really cool stuff. All right, I like it. I'm looking forward to play it. That was Juno J. Griffin Rise the Fifth. If you can do it safely, then get out there and forge some keys.